DRS62 Heat B coming up next. And on pole position, Aidan Hassan, who came into today just 2 points behind Archie Heron in the standings in kart number 5. Heron will start this race from 3rd on the grid in kart number 6. The driver on the outside of row number 1, the dark horse, the potential spoiler in proceedings. The leading rookie in the championship, 5th overall in points, Daniel Sabula in kart number 113. But it's Hassan, then Sabula, and Heron, the top 3. Again, 14 drivers set to start this 8-minute plus 1 lap heat race around this 900-meter Hooton Park circuit, and still looking for somebody on slick tyres. Here is the full starting grid. Pole position, driver number 5, Aidan Hassan. Alongside Aidan in the front row of the grid, number 113, Daniel Sabula. Archie Heron starts kart number 6 from 3rd on the grid, alongside number 121, Connor Scarisbrick. Row number 3 will be Ali Hussein in kart 86, and the number 83 of Joshua Turnbull. Row number 4 being made up of number 105, Max Haller, and number 100, Hudson Cross. Row 5, Jamie Gurney, 4th of the title protagonists, will start number 4 kart 9th on the grid, alongside number 107, Ollie Morrish, with Daniel Weir in kart 120 and Hadley Simpson in kart 114 on row 6. Row 7 will be Jacob Ashcroft and Jamie Warner. Now we'll have a second rolling lap, giving the DRS62 drivers an extra lap to warm their tyres up. And even though we've still had no rain, I'll have a try and see if there's anybody on slick tyres. I'm not sure that anybody has taken the gamble. The wet tyres seem to be retaining enough grip to make them the preferred option. And there's just 1 or 2 corners, turns 1, turns 4 and turns 5, which seem to be still slippery enough, and it's because of that that everybody is staying on the wet tyres. 14 drivers, and maybe though, as I've spoken to earlier, who's that in kart 101? That is Jamie Warner, possibly on slick tyres, we shall see. But the front runners look like they've all stayed on wet. We're going to find out as they break under race conditions for the first corner for the first time. There's Ali Hussein, and there is definitely slick tyres there on kart 101. So, Jamie Warner, the rookie, and he's got another rolling lap. So Warner, 17th in the championship. So Warner is in with a chance of moving up in the point standings overall. Has he gambled? Well, he has gambled. Has he gambled correctly? That is the question. We're going to find out. And this extra rolling lap, hey, it's only 1 rolling lap, but it will help, because look at that sun beating down the circuit. Every minute the track dries, even if the track is drying slower than a lot of other circuits that we go to, it is still drying. All Jamie Warner has got to do is the first couple of minutes is keep the kart on the grey stuff and off the green stuff. Keep everything pointing the right way, and then when he's got a bit of heat in his tyres, when he's figured out some of the dry lines, maybe he could be on. And I'm not, and of course that's saying there may be 1 or 2 others on slick tyres that I haven't seen yet, but definitely kart 101 we'll soon see, because anyone on slick tyres is going to be slower in the first few laps of this race. The drivers on wets will get the earlier advantage. How long will that advantage last, however? We're going to find out very shortly. Lights are out. We're off and racing. Aiden Hassan leads the field down towards turn number 1. It's a good start from Hassan. It's a good start from Archie Heron as well, who goes through into second place. So Heron picks up P2. Sabula drops back to third from the outside of row 1, but Sabula already looking to the inside now at turn number 3. Daniel Sabula into third position. Now there is the rest of the field all slipping and sliding around turn number 3, and it looks as though we've got everyone through cleanly, and even on wet tyres, you can see at the back there Jamie Warner not being left behind too much. There he goes through the screen. So that's on slick tyres. Everyone else looks like they're on wets. Into turn number 7 for the first time. Heron gets the inside of Sabula to retake second place, but Aiden Hassan in cart number 5 pulling away an early advantage. Heron up into P2. Sabula retakes the place. Scarisbrook is there as well. Sabula runs wide at turn number 1. Back to the inside goes Archie Heron. Oh, the crossover move again. They've traded places 3 times in 3 corners. It's Sabula on the inside for the run down towards turn number 3. Scarisbrook in fourth place, trying to make it third, and Archie Heron slips back to 4th place. This is great news for Aiden Hassan, who is pulling away up at the front. Behind this battle for second place, Josh Turnbull in cart number 83, also looking to get involved. There is Turnbull. And then I get back to number 4. Good start from Jamie Gurney as well. So Gurney, after a poor qualifying session, has made up several places, but Aiden Hassan has checked out. Sabula now runs wide coming out of turn number 7. Scarisbrook takes second position. Hassan leads by a mile. Scarisbrook second. Heron third. 4th for Turnbull. 5th is Sabula after that early thing. Now, looking back at the Jamie Warner car, well, Warner, he's 5 seconds behind Hadley Simpson, so he's lost 5 seconds in the opening few laps, 6 minutes to go. We'll monitor his progress as the race progresses, but it is Hassan leading by 3 seconds. Heron has scrambled back past Scarisbrook into P2. Scarisbrook in cart number 121, that really retro style crash helmet with the green sort of flicks around the visor. Really, really good looking crash helmet on that cart there. He looks to the inside, but door gets closed once again. Heron puts in a personal best lap, 45.930. But the problem is he's now 3.2 seconds behind Aiden Hassan. Scarisbrook in 3rd. 4th for Turnbull. 5th for Sabula. 6th for Gurney. 7th is Hussein. Haller is 8th. 9th for Ashcroft. Morris is 10th. Then it's Cross, Weir, Simpson and Warner. Now, Aiden Hassan's the best lap of 45.235. Jamie Warner last time around did a 50.9 second lap. Hassan a new fast lap, 45.203. He extends his lead over Heron, and who is that coming in? That is Daniel Sabula retiring. Sabula retiring in cart number 113, pointing down to the wiring loom of that cart. You can see his dad going over there to have a little look. Something not right with Sabula's cart, and that is Daniel Sabula, leading rookie in the championship, out of the race with 4.5 minutes to go. So, Jamie Warner again, another personal best lap, but he's still 5 seconds a lap slower than race leader Aiden Hassan. Hassan, there is Scarisbrook chasing Heron. That's the battle of a second on your screen you're watching. Heron, Scarisbrook. There across the line now is Aiden Hassan, all on his own, being chased by Heron, and you can see Heron checking over his shoulder, nodding his head to Scarisbrook, saying, right, no, come on, work with me, don't fight me, let's work together, we've still got a bit of time. And Scarisbrook is listening. They're pushing on. Will this work? The gap to the race leader is 4 seconds, however. Behind them, in 4th place, is Turnbull. Turnbull all on his own in 4th position. Gurney a long way back in 5th. Very, very spread out race in the early going here in DRS62. Through turn number 4 and into turn number 5 goes the scrap for second place. They're trying to work together to catch the race leader. Through the S's. Hard on the brakes now for turn number 7. You can see Scarisbrook is not looking to the inside to try and make a move. Heron checking over his shoulder, pointing forward, saying, come on, push me, push me, push me. And Scarisbrook is working with him. Does that work? Well, they've lost another second. It's a 44.684 for Hassan. Another fantastic lap and the gap is now 5 seconds back to this scrap. Archie Heron, trying as he might, he just doesn't have the answer to Aidan Hassan at the moment. Aidan Hassan, despite an exclusion earlier on, are we going to see him seal the title here today? There's an exclusion earlier on this season, might I add. Now, Jamie Warner update. Well, he is 3 seconds behind Hudson Cross. His best lap is 49.925 as Aidan, another fastest lap, 44.542 seconds. That is 9/10 of a second quicker than the chasing duo on your screens now, Heron and Scarisbrick. Hassan is just in a class of his own here at the moment. He is 6 seconds up after just 7 laps. There is nothing that anybody can do about Aidan Hassan. Despite Heron and Scarisbrick working together, Hassan is just marching away. There is the number 100 kart of Hudson Cross crossing your line. Just 8 years old from Sutton Coldfield. One of the youngest drivers in the field. He's sponsored by the Jeff Horsfield Foundation, and he is in 12th place at the moment. He's on wet, or is he on slick tyres? Well, I thought that might have been Hudson Cross on slick tyres there. Here's a good battle now developing between the 4 of Gurney, the 86 of Hussein, and the 117 of Jacob Ashcroft. That's for 5th position, 5th, 6th and 7th. Gurney has 5th. Hussein, just behind him, has 6th in the kart number 86. And you can see with the Laser Tools race suit on, Ashcroft is 7th. They're fighting over 5th position. Gurney comes out to turn number 5. All on wet tyres, it seems. Into turn number 7 now. Oh, Gurney runs a little bit wide. Hussein to the inside, wheel to wheel coming off turn number 7. Ali Hussein has the inside line for the run down the main straight. Hussein takes over P5. Not good news for Gurney. So Gurney, championship contender, slips back to 6th position as Aidan Hassan dominates up front. Scarisbrick has gone through past Heron into 2nd place. Hassan, who has, well, Hassan has won at least 2 of his heat races in every single round this season. He's won 1, 2, 3, 4. He's won 6 out of the 7 finals. Can't count them all, though. He's got to count his exclusion. There goes Ashcroft, the inside of Gurney. And Jamie Gurney slips back another place. Not good news for Jamie Gurney. Meanwhile, Hudson Cross is a 46.7. That is his best lap, and I think the Hudson Cross might be on slick tyres in 12th position. Jamie Warner also on wet tyres. Now Ashcroft comes through and passes Ali Hussein for 5th position. So 20 seconds left to go. You can see the blue flags waving on the right-hand side of your screen as Aidan Hassan puts Jamie Warner a lap down. Here's your race leader onto his final lap. Aidan Hassan leading by 8 seconds over Conor Scarisbrick out of turn number 2 onto the back straight. Into turn number 3, he's got more lap traffic ahead of him. I think that could be Hudson Cross in kart number 100. Well, the gamble on slick tyres hasn't paid off once more. But again, I think it wouldn't have mattered what tyres you've had on in this race. Aidan Hassan has opened up a can of you-know-what on the rest of the field. Into turn number 7 comes Aidan Hassan, and out of the final corner. Checkered flag in the air. Aidan Hassan takes another win. So that's pole position and a heat win for Aidan Hassan in DRS62. And the gap back to Conor Scarisbrick in 2nd, 10.5 seconds. There goes Heron in 3rd. Turnbull finishes 4th, 5th for Ashcroft, 6th for Hussein, 7th for Gurney. Max Horler is 8th. Ollie Morrish is 9th, with Hadley Simpson in kart number 114 coming home in 10th position ahead of Daniel Weir. A lap down Hudson Cross and Jamie Warner. Sadly, Daniel Sabula failed to finish, but what a race for Aidan Hassan. Now, looking at the number 121 car of Conor Scarisbrick. It looks like there might be a side pod missing from that car. Yes, indeed there is. There is the offending item on the side of the circuit. Now is Conor going to pull across and pick it up? Well, something worked its way loose on the side of that number 121 kart. There's a great view of the engine and the airbox there on the kart that is now naked because it has no side pod to cover it. But Aidan Hassan takes another dominant victory in DRS62 as we conclude the opening heat races in that class. Next will be heats for DRS 100. Heat A and Heat B up next very shortly.